Alycats and years. So today is part 2 of my August 2015 favorites. And my favorites, I say what my favorite movies, music, TV shows, video games, books, YouTubers, yada 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 is, and everything will have a link down below. So if you want to look up, let's say, a book I mentioned, it'll be down below. If you want to watch a trailer for something, it's down below. If you want to see someone's YouTube channel, it's down below in the description box. Okay, let's start. First up, the book I really enjoyed, which, by the way, just give you a warning, I will be talking about probably some heavy topics or whatever, something that, you know, might not agree to everyone. So just be, you know, aware of that and maybe watch it before showing it to your kids, because even though it's not, I'm not going to say like cuss words or anything, it's just the topics of what I mentioned. So, first up is Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. If you remember, I read Hurt by Tabitha Suzuma earlier this month. This one's equally as amazing. This is about a brother and sister who fall in love. Yes, I know. But it's not as bad as it sounds. But they're basically raising their younger siblings because their mother is dating this younger guy and she's an alcoholic and stuff. So they basically fall in love with each other because they're like the parents of these kids. And just read the book. It's good if you can handle heavy topics like that kind of stuff. Again, it's very sad like Hurt was, but it's really worth a read if you can handle this kind of stuff. It's great. Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. And next up, let's go to movies that I enjoyed. First one up is 5 to 7. This is a smaller indie film, but it's really good. It stars, I don't know how you say his name. Is it Anton Yelchin? Not sure. He played Chekhov in the new Star Trek movies, and he was Charlie Bartlett in Charlie Bartlett. But anyway, 5 to 7 is Anton Yelchin and Olivia Thirlby, Frank Langella, Glenn Close. They're all in it. And the story is about this guy named Brian Bloom. He's a 24-year-old writer, and he meets this woman named Arielle. She's a 33-year-old French woman, and they fall in love, and then he finds out she's married and has 2 kids, and he quickly becomes her lover. And you know, her family's fine with this. Like, her kids are totally cool with their mom having a boyfriend. Their dad has a mistress. It's a very unusual situation. And you just see the love story, and it's so heartbreaking. Like, I was just pleasantly surprised by how great this movie was. You need to watch it if you're into, like, indie movies with a big heaping dose of romance and drama. Definitely check out 5 to 7. It's great. Next up is Lethal Weapon. Yes, I just now recently saw this for the first time. Shut up. Lethal Weapon's great. It's got Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Gary Busey, and it's just the story of Riggs, this cop who is basically suicidal, and he gets partnered up with a detective to solve this murder, and it's so freaking funny. Oh my gosh, I loved it, and it's so full of action. It's just amazing. I love Lethal Weapon. Definitely have to watch the sequels now. It's just that great. It was that great. Another movie I really enjoyed was Brazil, and now I do have to say Brazil is very, very weird, and it definitely, you need to watch it like 2 or 3 times to get the full effect of the movie, but it's such a beautiful film, like literally beautiful to watch, and it's got Jonathan Pryce, Robert De Niro in it. It's directed by Terry Gilliam, who I'm a huge fan of, and it's just great. It's a great sci-fi film with romance, and I'm not going to say anything more because you totally don't need to have it spoiled for you. If you're into sci-fi though, like mind-bending sci-fi, definitely check out Brazil. If you're a Terry Gilliam fan, definitely check out Brazil. It's beautiful, but it is not for everyone because it is weird, it is kind of complex, but I loved it. Next up is Kingsman: The Secret Service. Oh my gosh, I loved it. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but I still really enjoyed it. And it's got Taron Egerton in it as Eggsy, and Colin Firth in there as Harry Hart, Samuel L. Jackson as Valentine. And it's about, like, this boy whose father was killed way back in 1997 because he sacrificed himself to save the Kingsmen, which is this group of gentlemen spies, kind of like James Bond, you know. And when he's older, he gets recruited to try to join the Kingsman service with 11 other kids his age. And it's just good. It's really action-packed. It did bother me a little bit, the action scenes, because it's so hyper-stylized and very kind of cartoony. I know what they're going for with the action scenes. It's just, it didn't mesh well with me for some reason. Like, I love the action, but the way they filmed the scenes kind of irked me a little bit. I know what they were going for. I know it's supposed to be kind of like a spoof, cartoony kind of scene, but other than that, I really enjoyed the film. It was awesome. I can't remember her name, the woman with the blaze for legs. She was just badass. Definitely watch Kingsman: The Secret Service. If you're into action films, it's great, and it's an homage to like James Bond and stuff. It's good. It's good. Just the action scenes themselves kind of didn't gel with me, but it's good. And lastly, Pan's Labyrinth. Oh my gosh, this movie is freaking fantastic. It's gorgeous. You do have to read it, because it is in Spanish. I believe it's Spanish, because Guillermo del Toro directed, and he is a Spanish director. But it's so beautiful. The story is of a girl named Ophelia, and her very pregnant mother move in with her stepfather, who is this very, very douchey captain, named the Captain, and he's terrible. And Ophelia's just like, he's not my father, and she's concerned about her mother, and she finds this labyrinth, and I'm not going to go into anything more, but you need to watch it. It's beautiful. Try to watch it, because, I mean, it's so beautiful. It needs to be watched. Even if you don't usually like subtitled films, try to watch it at least, because it's so beautiful. It's so amazing. And I'm just like, why haven't I watched this before? It's incredible. It's like, seriously, probably my top favorite movies now. It's just that great. Okay, so obviously I'm wearing a different outfit. That's because my camera died, and after the battery recharged, I didn't want to film that day anymore, so I was just like, I'll do another day. So, it's kind of like you're getting 2 Alyssas in one video. That made no sense at all. So, let's move on to the next part of my favorites, which is the TV shows. And there's only been one, and that was Fear the Walking Dead. I know some of you hate that show, and a lot of people complain about it being slow, and it is slow-paced, but it has to be, because this is tracing the origin of the Walker virus outbreak. So if it was just like, you know, balls to the wall from the very beginning, you know, it would just be like The Walking Dead. So it has to differentiate itself. And I actually really like Fear the Walking Dead because it explores the psychological aspects of, you know, the world basically ending, and it shows the strain on families and relationships and the difficulty of having to deal with someone that is infected. So it's great. The actors are great. I love it. And yeah, I mean, I love The Walking Dead too, so I really enjoy it. And the second episode is way more action-packed than the first, but I enjoyed the first pilot episode too. So Fear the Walking Dead is the TV show I enjoy. The game, oh my gosh, if you have a PS4 and you like horror games, like horror movies or survival horror games, pick up Until Dawn. Freaking fantastic. I almost said the other F word. That's how much I love this. But Until Dawn is about 8 young adults who go to a cabin in the woods during a freaking blizzard. You see where this is going? And stuff starts happening. And the cool thing about this is it utilizes the butterfly effect, which the butterfly effect basically means any decision you make causes something to happen later on. It could be the tiniest little decision, like if you decide to pick up a photograph, and later on that could have major consequences. So it's really cool. And plus, it does utilize your own fears, because during the game it'll ask you, do you find this scarier or this scarier? Do you like this person more or this person? Stuff like that. And also, any of the characters could die. They could all live. Some could die, some could live. It's up to you and your decisions. And this game does encourage replaying it, because you want to see different death scenes. You want to see who you can have survive the next time or whatever. And like, you can miss out on content if you don't play it several times. So it's a very good deal. It's amazing. It's not, don't go by my judgment, okay? Because I'm pretty tough when it comes to horror stuff. It's not really that scary to me. I mean, some of the jump scares have gotten me, but most of the jump scares I kind of see coming, so I'm not really scared by them. And other than that, like, I'm not really scared. But like I said, I'm kind of desensitized to horror movies to a degree, so I know a lot of people that say this is terrifying. I mean, it's got scary moments for me, but I still recommend it. It's really good. It's like probably going to be either my first or second game of the year, like first place, second place game of the year. So Until Dawn, amazing. Get it. The music I love is down below in the description box. Give it a listen. Let me know what you think about the songs. And the YouTubers, I've mostly just been watching some bigger channels these past few weeks just to like kind of get my mind off stuff. The first channel is Sam Sui. Sam Sui is a musician and he's like over 2 million subscribers, but he's really good and I love his covers and he's just got a great voice and he seems so sweet. So I like to watch him. I also like to watch Kurt Hugo Schneider, who is an even bigger YouTuber. He's got like over 5 million subscribers, and of course he does covers as well, and he brings in guest singers, and he does the instrumentals. They're both really great cover artists, so check them out if you're into that kind of stuff. And then the last channel is Clossie. I kind of have a thing for Karlie Kloss, the supermodel. I don't know why, but like her vlogs show what she's doing during her life, whether that's walking a runway show, doing something with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, stuff like that. So you get a behind the scenes peek at a supermodel's life, and then she seems so sweet and approachable and like she could just be your best friend. So I love Clossie. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go check those channels out. I need some more YouTube channel recommendations. Let me know down below if you recommend any. And that's it for this favorites video. So if you liked it, please leave a like. Let me know down below what your favorites were. Favorites of your friends, family, because share me as long as you do it nicely. And remember to subscribe for more videos and so you stay up to date with all my shiz. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm happy today, and when I'm happy I get weird. So I'm gonna go. Peace and kisses. Bye.